Alright, I'm going to be making a video here about how to make a snow gun. This is a new design for me. So I got the components and tools here. Got two crescent wrenches, a pair of channel locks, some Teflon tape. I have 3 straight pieces of 1/4 inch. All this is 1/4 inch fittings. But I got about a 6 inch, a 4 inch, and a 3 inch of straight. Then I've got 3 T's. I've got some couplings, an elbow. These two here are my nozzles. This is my nucleating device. It's got an air input as well as a liquid input, as well as my pressure gauge. So we're going to be making a video of putting this together and then the final product. Alright, so the first step in the process of assembling the snow machine is to take all your male threaded pipes. So that would be straight ones, anything that has a male connection, and to thread it with Teflon tape. So the way that you thread these is to wrap it clockwise, therefore it'll tighten when you put it into the fitting. So just give it a couple inches here, rip it off. I just like to tuck mine in here, and you'll do that for each of the male ends of the connections. Alright, so now that my pipes have been thoroughly wrapped with Teflon tape in the proper direction, that would be clockwise, I'm ready to now assemble it. Alright, for the assembly here, I'm going to start at the bottom. So I'm putting this elbow at the bottom with my air fitting. And I'll just do a rough fit here. I'll tighten these joints up later. But I'm going to put this at the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this nipple here and thread this in to my elbow. And now my coupling. This is a 1/4 inch female to 1/4 inch male. However, the female is NPT threads and the male is BSP. And that is due to this nucleator right here, which is BSP. And that's going to thread on like this. Alright, next I'm going to put the other connector. And now my long rod. Alright, next, moving down the line, I've got my 45-degree angle elbow. That threaded on there. And I'm going to put on this T. Some of these are extra parts that I had left over, and that's why they're not all brass. Some of this is stainless as well as galvanized. I would recommend brass or galvanized or stainless, therefore it won't rust. And this is my piece for connecting to the pressure washer. So that'll go in here like that. So next, I'm going to put on this piece, this brass nipple right here. I believe it's a 3-inch, and then a brass T with a nozzle. And next, it's gonna put a, I believe a 4-inch nipple right on here. And then we're gonna put on another T, and I'm gonna put on my gauge up here. And then I'm going to put on this other one here. And lastly, my last nozzle here. Now, I'm going to switch this one and this one, so that gives me a little bit more room between this nozzle and my nucleator if I move this one down here. So I'm going to switch that around, and then we'll tighten everything up. Alright, so to tighten this up, essentially all you want to do is turn all your fittings clockwise until they're nice and snug. So I'm going to start with this one here. And this second one in here, this is the smaller one that goes from 1/4 to 3/4. You can tighten up either individually or also with the big one. It should tighten at the same time if you do it with the big one, but just make sure all these joints are nice and snug, that they're not going to leak water. If there is a problem after you try it, I would recommend backing it out, putting some more Teflon tape in, and then reinserting it and tightening it up again. They don't have to be super tight, but just make sure that they're tight enough. Alright, so I've about finished tightening everything up. I've got my air inlet right here. I have my nucleator right here, which is a fine adjust. It's got 6 holes on the part here. I have my water input right there, my 1 nozzle, my 2 nozzle, and then my pressure gauge, which is a liquid-filled pressure gauge, and that goes up to 2,000 psi. So now we just have to wait for some cold weather, and then we can try this thing out.